I visited here almost after 8 years. I couldn't come back to 8 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, after I graduated my master's.
Yeah.
So somehow working in the motion graphics area,
Yeah.
I'm teaching right now.
Yeah.
That area is pretty hard. Okay, right. Working overnight, sometimes working weekend. So it's hard to just make a time for over a week vacation. So I came here just to see her and then to see Korea after 8 years vacant time. And then suddenly there's a hiring of a professor in motion graphic area. So I suddenly applied that.
And you applied?
And then that triggered me.
And you got the job.
Got the job here, so.
Congratulations. So, but how did you end up in this field? So you graduated from Art Center...
College of Design.
College of Design. Art Center College of Design, which, as I understand it, is a very famous school for...
In design area. They started from that transportation design, cars. And then, but graphic design area is getting really popular after the personal computer spread it out. So yeah, now the motion graphic field is a very big part in Art Center, the graphic design department. So yeah, it's just based on graphic design. Just people have to study type, image, and then just all the layout, just the design part, and then move over to just to make it move. So it's we call moving graphics, but majorly just they are used in the commercial, broadcast, film, and then TV commercial.
Right.
Those areas kind of pretty big category.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you graduated. Did you originally study moving design, or?
No, I studied...
You just studied design?
Yeah, graphic design.
You just studied graphic design?
Yes.
How did you, because that's, just studying graphic design, you study what? Mostly Adobe programs, Illustrator?
Actually, at that time, just, in Korea, I didn't even touch the computer. The personal computer was not that popular at the time.
Yeah, I guess that's going back. It's only 10 years 15 years we've had the internet, right?
That's true, yeah.
And you go back another 20 years and then people didn't have that many computers and...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just when I went to US, I couldn't start to study immediately because of you have to become a resident first for a year. So I did some language course and then prepared the portfolio again. So that delayed me about 5-6 years.
Right.
Somehow the personal things, other things. So when I started studying Art Center again, the computer really getting popular. So actually that's the reason I can get into the digital media area.
Yeah.
So that's kind of lucky to me.
In hindsight,
yeah,
it's kind of lucky
there
was that delay because you were able to study what was the future, right?
The future, true. The internet was really coming popular, so I studied this HTML, those with web design tool, very beginning. That's coding, that's scripting. And then after that, Dreamweaver came out, and then nowadays it's Flash and just all other programs are popular.
Right.
But at that time, it was really, really beginning.
But even nowadays, Flash, in Korea, Flash is still popular, but in the U.S., Flash is becoming much less popular, right?
Yeah, probably, but I'm not majoring. I don't use them much. That was web design before.
Right. That was the web design course you took.
Probably you know better than me.
But how did you move from the field of just graphic design into the motion design?
Yes, actually when I was in 8th term, meaning senior, second semester of the last course of the senior, I just took one class of the motion graphics at that time. The motion graphics was not well known at that time either, even in US. Maybe even in Korea, there's no concept for that. Not
for a total degree in a field. No. Maybe one little course was a lot, huh?
Yeah, even in U.S. So when I took that class, I was just in the big auditorium, and the teacher was actually Linda Weinman. She's very famous in this field, digital field right now. And then she was teaching the basic, and then everybody, like almost 70, 80 people was sitting in the auditorium and they make a note, not even in front of a computer.
Right.
And then, just write down everything, and then when you turn around, we forgot everything. Because of it, so you should practice.
Right.
Anyway, I took one course with that, and then was very fascinating, but I'm graduating.
Yeah.
So when I just graduate and then start to work, and then I was going to do that just a regular, like a multimedia at that time, like a CD-ROM, interactive design, but very beginning stage,
Right.
or just a regular printing graphic area. I supposed to work on that, and then, but I just wanted to, motion graphics is pretty much fascinated to me.
Okay.
So I thought about, okay, I started a little late after I transferred from Korea.
Yeah.
But you know what, this is the time probably I have to study more. So just I took one term off after graduate bachelor's, and then making portfolio, and then just apply again to graduate school, the same school.
The same school for a focused major master's degree in into the motion design?
Yeah, actually just it's a graphics called new media at that time.
Aha.
So new media area, just they are doing interactive design,
Sure.
all web design, and the motion graphics. It's just all
Whatever
digital.
you wanted to
Choose.
focus on,
Right.
right? Ah.
So I was doing that teaching assistance for my motion graphic classes, and then also taking all motion graphics classes and making my portfolio. So I was studying hard in graduate course.
Right.
So that made me become a motion graphic designer after that.
And what was the professor's name you said who became very famous? Linda
Weinman.
Linda Weinman?
Yeah, she's a very beginner, and then she made a lynda.com. She's famous in that the web design and the motion graphic both. And she made a whole system about those motion graphic tutorials, the technical terms. She's pretty much kind of grew in the top of the original people, one of the original people initiate those digital media in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yes.
If she got lynda.com, she must have been very well ahead, because I'm sure
she was
lynda.com must have been gone very quick.
Yeah.
And so did you take a lot of courses with Linda, kept studying under her?
Actually, just we had lots of other instructors from the Hollywood area doing motion graphics studios. And then actually just one of my impressive teacher was Gabriel Galluccio.
Okay.
He's a foreigner, has strong accent, but excellent teaching. He was working at the Fox. There's a Channel 11 at that time. Working at the Fox and then coming to school and then teaching one day only. And then he was very popular as teaching. He taught very good.
Okay. Okay.
So that was very impressive for me. So now I'm teaching by his style.
Okay.
Teaching all the practical, technical term and then plus design as well. You should combine together.